Hello YouTube, and today I've decided I'm going to start like a new series, and it's just going to be of games I've been picking up / collecting recently. I figured this will be fun to do, like just every month or every other month or so, and several other YouTubers do it, so I figure why not, I'll just grab a handful of games and talk about them for a minute. But yeah, so I have a ton of games here, and let's get going. First game that I picked up was Shooter Space Shot on PS1, and I have no idea what this is about, but it looked like a spaceship shoot 'em up, and I like those, and figured I'd check it out. Like I've said before, budget PS1 is my thing. These next ones are loose Nintendo DS games. I don't mind buying loose games. I don't like to buy them, if I'm being honest, but I don't mind picking them up when they're titles that I just see for $1 or so. And if I don't like them, I can just get rid of them, is the way how I view it. So, let's see, I picked up ATV Quad Fury, XG Blast, Underground Pool, Miami Nights, which actually looked really interesting. I played this for a couple minutes, and it's kind of like Driver on PS1. And then the last one is one that I actually wanted for a really long time. It's My Japanese Coach. I've been trying to learn Japanese for a long time, but I always lose focus or lose discipline. So I think that this game might actually be a little bit helpful. Then I have Puzzle Day Harvest Moon, which is one I've wanted for a very long time. I love Harvest Moon, and when I found out there was a puzzle spin-off, I really had to get it. And then Jake Power Fireman. I heard this was really good, and I'm really excited to try this out. So I'm going for a complete North American Nintendo 64 set. So I figure I found a couple of games just for cheap, and I figured I'd pick them up, and it's Monster Truck Madness 64, which is actually a pretty fun monster truck game, naturally, but it's a racing game, and you can use monster trucks modeled after like Hulk Hogan and the Big Show. Really weird, interesting stuff though. And Ready to Rumble Boxing, not the best version of it. I'm not a big fan of Ready to Rumble Boxing, honestly, but I figured I'd check it out. Then on the PS4, I've picked up a handful of games. The PS4 I do some selling on, mostly of stuff that I know I'm not going to come back to. But but these are just the games that I picked up recently. Song of the Deep, I finally got a copy of this. I've been putting off buying it. I don't know. I've just been waiting to buy it, I guess. Let's see. WWE 2K17. I love wrestling, but I'm not gonna lie. I haven't been feeling this game that much. Like the wrestling itself is okay, but the story mode is so bad. It's so bland and boring that it kind of takes the fun out of the game for me. Then this one I just got today. It's Dead Rising. It's still factory sealed and everything. I never played Dead Rising when it first came out, so I'm really excited and interested to try this out, to say the least. Let's see. Yeah, I heard it's really good, so I'm pretty interested to try it. Then I got on the PSP, this is the first PSP game I've bought in a while, and it's Burnout Legends. I haven't bought a PSP game in a hot minute, to say the least. Yeah, I just figured I'd check this one out. I really like Burnout 2 on GameCube, so I figured this would be pretty great to have on the go. And then lastly, I got a bunch of Super Nintendo games. I had about 10 Super Nintendo games before, and I just kind of want to beef up my Super Nintendo collection a little bit. just because I didn't have that many. So if I've been coming across cheap ones lately, I've just been trying to pick them up. I got Project X Zone, which I haven't played yet, but it's not Project X Zone on Nintendo DS though. I got Hook, which is actually a pretty good game. I'd recommend this one and check this out. Mighty Morphin Power Rangers, which is a really fun beat 'em up. I really enjoy this game. These next two I got for super cheap, which is why I bought them, and it's Tetris 2, which is pretty bad. If you've ever played Tetris 2, it's definitely not the best version of Tetris. And then The Adventures of Mighty Max, which is one of the... This is a really terrible game. It's weird. It's hard to explain why a game is bad, but this is just a bad game. And then lastly, I got the Addams Family, which I watched some videos on, and it looked like a pretty good platformer, and it's pretty good. It's not that great, but it's pretty good. And then I got two Super Famicom games. I have Daytona Twinbee, which is very good shoot 'em up. I really enjoy. It's very colorful. I believe it's a cute 'em up is the subgenre of shooter that it's called. But yeah, and then I got Twinbee Rainbow Bell Adventure. That is the title of this game. I found out about this through a YouTuber named Snestrunk. I'll probably link his video down in the description, but I found out about this and I just had to try it. It looked awesome and it's really good. I highly recommend this game. It's also on the PAL Super Famicom, so I would recommend perhaps trying to get the PAL version, but I can get by on some Japanese. So that's what I've been buying lately. Be sure to like this video down below, be sure to subscribe to my channel, and any comments or questions, just leave them down below. Have a wonderful day, YouTube.